Hi Leute und willkommen zurück zu GreedFall. Ich habe jetzt bis mehr als 24 Stunden gewartet, dass wir jetzt hier das Ganze beobachten können. Kriegen wir jetzt Haue?
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus. But I really want to attend Year One's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you were one of ours, Afra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus. How are you? You must be feeling impatient.
Impatient, yes, and a little bit afraid as well.
It's only natural to be afraid, Year One. It's a new life starting for you. But I will be by your side, now and forever.
Times really must have changed for some Renaigse to attend our rituals.
These are very different from the others. Their leader is an Onol Menawi after all.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents must have been.
You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Dunkas has accepted your presence.
Können wir...
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions attacks, often during rituals. In some villages, all the young Sinal Manawi were abducted. You seem different from the other Zafra, but I can't help worrying.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus, I swear.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not be here with us. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce on our children.
Okay, irgendwas wird gleich passieren, was nicht passieren soll.
Aruich nestiri, adesta marar mam.
Meneda, You are an Onol Manawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides, like a real Donegard.
Thank you, Dunkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack,
Grab the young metamorph. The others don't matter.
Here, Tosida. The lions want to take our children.
I won't let them take you, Maria.
They won't touch you. Desade, we have to protect them.
You can count on me.
Grenade!
Reicht mir.
The armor will no
Stirb.
longer protect you. I need healing. Let's see what you're capable of.
What the fuck? Von wo hab ich denn 1/3 von meinem Leben weggeschossen bekommen, bevor er mich gehittet hat, Alter?
You look preoccupied.
Yes, but
Irgendwas hat mich kurz bevor der Typ mich getroffen hat,
you are
so
an
hart
honor.
gehittet.
Grab the young metamorph. The others don't matter.
Here, Tosida. The lions want to take our children.
I won't let them take you, Maria.
They won't touch you. Desade, we have to protect them.
You can count on me.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Der macht so viel Schaden.
I need healing. A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go.
Du wirst ja so viel Schaden machen.
I need healing.
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Okay. Loot? Haben die mir den Loot weggeschnappt? So ja nicht.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Wir müssten jetzt... Genau. Auch einen Wissenschaftspunkt mehr haben, wenn wir sie in der Gruppe haben. Dann... Sie wollte jetzt nichts mehr hier, ne? Manchmal ärgert es mich. Okay, dann sind wir... Nee, ich sag's nicht. Ich gehe mal zum Camp. Und ruhe mich 1-2 Mal aus, dann werden wir sehen, ob wir fertig sind. Eins, 2. Okay. Sind wir anscheinend fertig? Das kann sein, dass es erst kommt, nachdem wir gereist sind. Wir gehen hier zum Dorf. Da sollen wir den einen treffen. Wir müssen ja noch sagen, dass wir aus Versehen ihren König getötet haben. So. Mit ein paar 100 Kugelschüssen. Das könnte unangenehm werden. Das heißt, Main Story jetzt weiter. Ja. Machen wir die Main Story weiter.
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Karans of Katasach. We learned of his death. Unerforschte Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King Vinbar is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into the mountains after killing Katasak and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kertonsidach. What happened? How could a friend of Katasak do such a horrible thing?
I am sorry, but your High King did not leave me the choice. He was about to kill my cousin, and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nadaig. Perhaps it was for that reason he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wished to see Enon Milfrichteman, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I am just as sorry as you.
Unerforschte Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Bloodnit, Katasak, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
Who will win the vote, in your opinion?
I don't know. Each of the 3 chiefs that I spoke of could win. It is possible that some amazing feat places one of the Mal above the others. If Blagnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time. But that was not to be.
Is there anyone else among those presenting themselves?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. You want to influence the vote for your own gain, but you shall fail this time. and you must go before the one we have chosen. Can I do anything else for you?
Ja, wählt mich.
What can you tell me about your...
That's you.
Das ist nur das Alte,
I
was er
must
schon mal
leave.
gesagt hat.
Goodbye.
Das war
Qua
ja,
awelam seg.
ja, zu wem gehen wir jetzt? Gehen wir jetzt zu dem, wo wir jetzt die ganze Zeit mit Afra waren? Gehen wir zu dem anderen Idioten, wo unsere Tante wohnt? Ulan auf keinen Fall. Nein, erst warten, bis es geladen hat. Ich habe echt keinen Plan, wen man da nehmen sollte.
What brings you here, Manawi?
I am the bearer of bad news. Vinbar, your High King, is dead.
Ande Voshtire. He was a great king, and a very wise Donegad. We haven't seen him in a long time, but his memory shall be honored.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to take his place.
I am not looking for power, but Tirfradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaisse brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past, and chasing away those who came does not make sense. The wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become High King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaisse humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enon Milfrichteman in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
Your clan has not given me many reasons to trust you. But if you prove my suspicions wrong, I will help you. The Lugeid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
Not long ago, we clashed with your clan. Your people said that the forest belonged to them, and we spoke with your Lady Morange, and then an elder from my village poisoned 3 woodcutters. That stopped the discussion. The old man responsible for the deaths must be punished, but not by your people. Not until we are sure we can trust you. There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugeid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaisse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Wir haben gerade sein Leben gerettet. Ich habe die anderen Leute gerettet. Ne, ich schuld dir nix. Warum sollte ich dir helfen? Du hast ja nichts für mich gemacht. Mach mal was anderes. Spiellogik, Alter. Hä? Das Ding sagt mir, dass die Nebenquest auf einer anderen Map ist. Aber das zeigt hierher. Hä? Ich jetzt wieder blind? Jetzt bin ich wieder verwirrt. Oder kommt hier eine neue Region? Das kann natürlich sein, dass hier eine neue Region kommt, in der ich noch gar nicht war. Und der ich jetzt nicht porten kann. Von hier aus. Habe ich das da nicht schon geholt? What? Ah ja, guck. Die wird jetzt freigeschaltet, wenn man hier hingeht. Kurz laden lassen. Nee. So. Ich wollte sagen, hey, das sieht bekannt aus, aber...
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go.
Nein. Oh, 4 Lager sind in dem Gebiet. Hi. Muss man da rumgehen, damit man da lang kommt? Sieht nicht so aus. Ja, hier kommt man nicht lang. Verdammt. Warum ist denn hier noch so ein Weg, wenn man hier hinten so nicht weiterkommt? Warum ist das Stück hier abgezäunt?
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Müssen hier durch, ne? Ja.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
These people are reckless imbeciles if they start mining again in such a dangerous place.
They must have thought that shoring up would be enough. We should get a closer look.
Ja, man kann rechts rum das aussehen, oder? Ha.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those reckless fools. They've resumed operations in the mine.
Chained natives. It's probably those missing people that Duncan spoke about, that they used to dig the mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Corsillon. I hope our nation is not involved in this business.
Das ist der in unserer Stadt, glaube ich.
Sorry, this is...
Ich kann nicht mal einfach hingehen, die angreifen. Genau, der musste im Gouverneurshaus sein.
Now we just have to go see the pretenders, and hope that they will accept us.
Don't expect them to yield easily. After all, they're protecting their most sacred place. You will have to prove that you are worthy of their trust.
If only there was a way to be certain of the results of this vote. We would need only to convince one.
My fair cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and the Coin Guard. Quite brazen, isn't it? That they would send us an emissary after having tried to assassinate me.
The commander must have a solid reason.
That's what I hope. Your Excellencies, we're listening.
San Mateus has been sustaining particularly violent assaults. Our soldiers are exhausted. Soon it will be the inhabitants who will pay the price.
And of course, it is on their behalf that you dare to come find me, hmm?
The commander was hoping that, in the face of such a threat, you would forget our past differences.
Oh, how sensitive of him.
Sire, Hikmet is under attack as well. We are almost certain that this is a new maneuver of the islanders. Governor Burren is hoping that you will accept to send him your cousin as well as some troops.
My heart truly bleeds at hearing such tales. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. And regarding sending my cousin, she's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for her life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find the time to go and evaluate the situation.
Nein.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We are so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to her.
And of course, you also have the gratitude of the guard.
Nein. Tschüss. So ein Scheiß alleine. Ich habe durch alles selbst eingebrockt. Warum sollte ich denen helfen? Ich werde schön die andere Main-Story weitermachen. Er sitzt hinten. Genau, er war das. Dort. Bisschen blöd. Hä? Wurde mir nicht angezeigt, dass sie...
Sir de Corsilion.
Decidez, my young student. What can I do for you?
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigigador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry, we'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
I found some notes which were lost by Professor Serafedin. His expedition was far from easy.
Investigating such gigantic creatures is bound to be perilous. This research is fascinating. It must have taken a formidable amount of courage to pursue it. But some sheets are missing. Keep an eye out for them, would you? Maybe you can find them. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsillon.
Okay, dann suchen wir im Archiv weiter. Im nächsten Part würde ich sagen. Ob ich den anderen Städten helfe, weiß ich noch nicht. Eigentlich würde ich gern einfach nur die Main Story mit dem nächsten Hochkönig weitermachen und die anderen Städte komplett in Ruhe lassen. Nach dem, was sich die ganzen Einwohner, Gouverneure und angeblich gute Menschen da so einbilden, mit den Einwohnern der Insel tun zu dürfen, will ich denen eigentlich gar nicht so recht helfen. Deshalb werde ich die Quest erstmal so lange links liegen lassen, bis sie uns selber betrifft in unserer Stadt. Okay, dann bis zum nächsten Part.